It's a bit better maybe. So hopefully this one will work. It didn't look like we went out streaming there just now. It sort of crashed. So I'm just going to take time a little bit here and this one, wait till it comes up. I sort of scheduled it for 1, so hopefully it will kick in now. But yeah, so I mean, just in case. Okay, here we go. So yeah, basically what I started to say there, we didn't sort of go out streaming there. So yeah, what I was saying there, welcome back obviously, and that last game, apologies, another heavy loss there. But what I did just realise there, because it just sort of dawned on me that how the flag was situated at the end, or how the bombs were situated at the end, it would have been the 3 in the corner and then the other 3 in that wedge, I believe. I mean, I need to just double check that, because there was that other one over there that I'm not sure if it had moved or not, but I was looking quickly back because I remember, do you remember there was a moment, I've got it up on here, so I've just found it here. There's this one where, as I say, there's technically 2 singular moves in that game that blew it for me, but the other one was a sort of my last chance really, which was with the spy incident down here and the fake spy and that, you know, I mean, that was my sort of chance there to really turn it back in my favour. But there was a moment here, 57-19, if you remember, if you tuned into the last stream, then I managed to sort of get this major round and this minor round, and I start to think about these wedges here. You know, there's the one here and there's the one here. Now, to be honest, I was going to go in on that one, but this came over here protecting, and what I would have done obviously in this next move here now, I would have, if he would have done anything else, if he would have continued with his plan here, this is a major, and he did want to come in here, that's what he was planning, and he came back and did it after. But if he would have continued or stayed or done anything else other than what he did here, look, he moves here now, back here. I'll just turn this volume off. Yeah, he moves back there, you see. Now that stops my minor going left, and of course as the game panned out, this was a wedge here, there was another 3 here. The fact that he came over here, this would tell me that that was the flag there. So if he hadn't have done that and I'd have come in here and just cleared that one, that would have turned the whole entire game, because I could have either come in straight away with my major and attacked, because he would have probably took there or there then, would have come in and attacked that, and then, or if I didn't want to risk it, then I would have had my scout there for later on with that bomb gone. So it just amazes me how that one singular move, and then obviously I sort of reinforce my point here, because what I do is I go in, the only way I try is sort of push him out here, and then I go in here hoping he's going to go away, but he doesn't. He comes here again, fiercely defending this pin. So to me that just sort of stands out there, that's where we were, you know. And the fact that I then sort of come in and, you know, I mean, the situation on, oh well, he was upper Louis at the time anyway, so yeah, I mean, he just sort of, he went for that rather than anything else. Now if I would have got in on there, as I say, I could have had a open flag later on, late game, or just gone in, you know, there. So it's a bit of a sickener, that one, to sort of see that, but it's very interesting to say to yourself, I mean, I've sort of, it helps me to take that loss really on the chin, is that you know, I was sort of literally one move away from potential winning that. So it's interesting. I mean, you know, the other thing now I need to sort of be aware of is if I'm going to start doing things like that, that I've got to wait for the right moment. But it's difficult because you sort of think, I mean, I don't calculate the moves quick enough, you know. I need to sort of perhaps add that to my game, but it seems a bit extreme to sort of, well, and you know, it just sort of takes a bit longer, and I tend to play on instinct, you know, and sometimes that can go against me when you need those calculations. So anyway, it definitely has sort of raised me a little bit about that loss, because you know, I was so close. I don't think I mean, I am playing badly, but I think you know, I shouldn't be too hard on myself. Okay, so here we go then, half again. So Silver Scout, I've got to get some wins on the board again now, so wish me luck, guys, here. I think I'm going to need it. And we're going to go. Welcome anyway, whoever's come along and whoever comes along at any point. I really appreciate your support, and any tips and advice obviously I could really do with, so feel free to give me any of those type of comments, even if you sort of alright, well, I mean, I guess what I can do is just sort of see what's going to happen there. Take it easy. Well, I suppose I can just sort of move it over a bit. Okay, so that's alright. And he's got that captain who's going to be coming in now. So I'm just going to move this Louis up to threaten. Just to sort of hold him off a little bit, and then I can sort of do this again here. Alright, well that's alright. He's got scouts coming left, right and centre. So I won't rush too much on my opening moves up here, because I mean I might be sort of causing more problems than I need to be honest. So he knows again there's another captain there, so I'm just coming in now. Put a bit of fake defence in. Maybe sort of flush out another scout in the process. So, oh wow, here comes the marshal then, yeah. Okay, so I mean if he's going to come down after those, alright, well now then obviously I need to start getting my general out of here now. I mean this is the one, you know, where I sort of think to myself, well, this general really, you know, is he in a good spot for me? I mean what I need to do is to be more aware of sort of strategies and tactics around this, because I think there is a lot more sort of available techniques, you know, or more sort of ways to deal with it than what I tend to do. Let's see what's coming in here. Yeah, scout. Alright, so I'm just going to sort of press into his ranks now and just sort of cause some problems. Let's see if he's going to sort of want to what I may do is go down this front line here first. I may mobilise the spy a little bit. Okay, so let me see here. I mean, what I may do is test up here. Alright, well I'll sort of go for it and then sort of lot up. I mean we're evens on captains, so so there's his general, eh? So alright, well he does know this is a sergeant, so let's see what he's going to do here. He may just flush out another scout on him. Let's just get him thinking a little bit here. I guess I've got to mobilise my marshal a little bit now. Maybe just get him sort of centred a little bit. It's interesting that he's got his general and his marshal so close together. So Let's just see here. I mean, if I can encourage him down, obviously. Let's see here. I mean, I'll just sort of what's the situation on Lewis? I put a bit of threat on this general. See, okay. So he's now sort of saying that that's a spy there. So, all right. Well, I might just see if I can encourage him down here. Yeah, I mean, he might not think that the spy's sort of so out in the open there. I mean, he's coming in for an exchange there. So, okay, what's the situation? He's up a captain. So, alright, let me go up this way, try and get that captain back. I mean, he's going to sort of look to pin there by the look of it. So, alright, well, let me go behind there then and sort of just test if that's a bomb or a spy. Okay, so he's now defending there again. So he's saying that, well, let me go for this in case it is a bluff. Alright, well, no, so that's alright. So, okay. Well, now I just want to cover this spy here now. Maybe sort of fake here with an now that's handy then. So he didn't believe I was going to be that bold, and I sort of moved that because I thought he could have covered that with a scout there. So that's a nice move for me. That's turned out well. So there's his general now. So let me maybe sort of just see what he's going to do here. We know that that's a potential spy down there now. So what I'm going to do is get my general mobilised around this way now, coming on everything down there. Yeah, and everything here now is obviously under threat now, I guess. Let's start to make some tracks there. Just get this right out of here. So I mean, he knows, I think, that the other one over there is a captain. I guess I've got to sort of move this way. Oh no! How did he know that that was a colonel? Oh no! So I've got to hope. Well, that is a shame. Well, I've got to sort of lotto down here with this captain now because oh no, so that's a shame. Alright, well, what I'm going to try and do is now sort of force him that way. I mean, he's likely to sort of test on that. And he's, you know, I'm hoping he's going to sort of come down all this way now into my marshal. So he's moved over, yeah, so I can get him on the 2 square rule here, so that's alright. And then if he wants to do it, he'll have to go that way then. He wants to save that. And Now, yeah, that's what I want to see. I bluffed him out there twice nicely. I mean, he's up the kernel, but there we go. You see, guys, wow. Well, you know, I mean, this is the thing. I've got to use my bluffs when I can, because they really are a big part of my game. So I'm just going to sit there and watch this out with you this time. You know, I've got to use the bluffs because they are a big part of my game, and you see the results when I do them correctly. And I think sometimes what's happened is that I've sort of been forced not to, well, I'm trying to sort of adapt my game, and it's sort of taking elements of my game away, I think, you know, focusing on other things, other sort of strategies, and it's not my natural game so much. So, well, that's a nice one. That did bring me back to my roots. So we go again, trying to get some wins. I've got to get some points back desperately. And a silver player. I was getting a bit worried that I was only going to be able to get wins against gold players, because I think, like I mentioned in the streams before, you know, I think that potentially the gold players, when they see my ratio, okay, nice, alright, great. So 50-50 though, but I'm enjoying some of these sort of mid to low silvers. But I've had a couple of losses to low silvers, or that last one, 28, I think, took me 28 points off me, so could do with getting some back, big style. So yeah, I put out a new tweet for you there. I can hear the war cry. What do you think about that one, guys? As I say, welcome to make suggestions, guys. Anyone that watches these and that's with us, welcome. Well, three of you, good to see you. Hope you're enjoying it. Just saying thanks again to everyone on Twitter that does retweet me. I do appreciate that, and if you haven't already subbed to the channel, feel free and please do so, because I'm trying to get to 50 subscribers before Christmas and 45 before Halloween, so that I can wear either a wacky, freaky Halloween mask. Well, mind you, my face is probably scary enough anyway, isn't it? So let me know what you think about that, guys. Perhaps I don't really need to do anything. But yeah, if I can get 45 subscribers before Halloween, so sort of about 8 days, then I will wear a mask or something. I'll have to think of something, or pop out to the shop. And then if I can get 50 before Christmas, then I'll wear a Santa Claus hat on Christmas Day and do at least one live stream. So please bear that in mind if you'd like to see that. Alright, so, well, I've got to be careful now about my route if I'm going to do that. Because I mean, he's got potential scouts to come in on that, so I've got to get the route ready in case he's coming in. Alright, well, I'm gonna have to do it that way. I better not take it. I better not take too much of a risk. Alright, well, that's alright. So, okay, well, it's not the end of the world if we do trades for trades there. But I wanted to get that. Oh dear. So, yeah. I was hoping to do that. Sort of get that captain up there with that. So, well, I've got to at least leave that there for the time being. Okay. And then get this captain out now, I suppose. I mean, he's going to look to sort of probably come down. Maybe even exchange on the minor. I guess I need to move this kernel up as well, so that it's sort of covering this captain now. And then I guess press up. I mean, he sort of come in for that captain, but he hasn't attacked it. So I mean, I guess I'm going to take that. All right, okay, so well, so at least it brings me up a Louis now. So let's see what he got here. If he got a okay sergeant. So I guess I can bring this Louis into the fray now. And temporarily sort of back off with this colonel now. Start bringing up this captain a bit. Alright, well I've got to sort of test what that is. Okay. So alright, well what that will do is I guess give me an opportunity to chase down on it. Alright, so he's got a captain there. I suppose I've got to take that exchange really. There's no point doing too much there. I mean that's come in threatening on that colonel there. But I mean I've got a potential... Did I check that to be a bomb? No, I think that's moved. I'm taking a bit of a risk if I go up and press. I mean... what I could do is sort of look to press and then let's get this captain, look to press, I mean, and then if needs be I could sort of pin with my other colonel and then that, well I was going to say if that captain came down. Ah, wow, okay, so I mean, does he know? I can't remember if he knows this one is a captain. Yeah, he does. So, alright, well, in that case, I guess let me get this Louis over there. Start to threaten. Yeah, that's just a Louis there. So at least we know where the general is. Can start to look to try and get that back off him, and I can start to sort of mobilise now, I guess, you know. He's obviously going to look to come in for that colonel. I mean, what I may do is sort of look to, got to get the spy out a bit really and tuck back in, I guess, and then start to maybe look to fake again with this Louis. I mean, it may sort of flush out a scout on him. So alright, well, let me see here. If I sort of fake again now with this one, oh that's interesting that he's now sort of protected that over there. So okay, well if I go in, okay, so he's just using that Louis. I'll get rid of that. So okay, so here's the general, and I mean he sort of protected this. So what's the up? Right, so I'm up a captain actually. So if I try and sort of go in on this, see what we got. Alright, so that is a captain. And now I wonder what he's going to do here, because this sort of is now exposed here. Let's just see here what's got here. Ah, so that's useful to know. Ah, okay then. Well, So now then, what I've got to do is obviously look to use that stuff. This, I mean, I guess got to test what it is. I mean, is it kernel, I wonder? No, it's a minor. Alright. So okay, so we've got the general and the marshal here, general here. And that's fine. I mean, this one behind, I would imagine, is going to be the lower one. Oh no, it's a captain. Alright, so okay then, well, what I need to do is obviously be aware of my routes and stuff. I need to be able to sort of move my general around freely. And we've got a potential there for the spy there, so I'll just leave that there. Get my routes here ready. Polish off everything that's down there. Maybe sort of move my general marshal a bit. And spy. Yes, yeah. I don't necessarily want to leave things unattended down that way. Oh, right, okay. So yeah, I mean, he's going to look to sort of maybe see what that is, that general. Yeah. So, I mean, he's going to look to come after that. That's a shame. I didn't really want to reveal that until later. So, okay, so I mean, now he's sort of saying that he's got that protected there. Or, you know, he's got it protected this way. Alright, okay, so if I just start to plan a little bit ahead here, I guess. Try and, you know, obviously maneuver him round where I need him. But that's a shame that I revealed that. So, oh, well, I don't know whether that's going to be realistic or not, because I mean, you know, he still had a lot to play for there. I've got a feeling he'll probably come back, this one. Hi everyone that's watching. Anyway, this will be a sort of pleasant surprise if it is. We've got the marshal and the general there. He doesn't know where my marshal is. Oh, I'm gutted that he found my general though. I was really hoping to sort of do so. This is the problem with that, you know, once you do establish it, you've got to be so careful. I mean, that is the moment when you've got to do your bluffs, really. Get the scouts flushed out there. I should know better. It's a shame I let that Louis in. It's a bit foolish of me, really. I should have got a major over there. But we might be alright here. Might get this on a technicality, on a gimme. So, I mean, what I would have needed to do there is interesting. I mean, you know, I think I had a similar thing the other day. No, but he didn't expose my general. That was the difference. But I could, you know, I was able to sort of go back and throw and pick at things. But yeah, I was doing okay, I guess. You know, I mean, he was up that kernel. But it is amazing that those kernels, when you do lose them early, you know, if you start to sort of bear in mind how important the information is once you lose that kernel. I mean, I think when it used to happen to me before I've started to think about this a lot, is that I used to panic, you know. When I lose those, I mean, I still, you know, fear of death goes through me almost, you know, to sort of what am I going to do to recover, and the pressure's on to do, you know, to recover. But I think I'm definitely a lot less worried than I used to be, based on sort of what some of the platinum players do that I've seen. You know, shout out to Unladen Swallow. He's one of the ones that really kind of told me about it and how effective that strategy is with the kernels. And I'm starting to sort of just try and dip my toe in the water with it a little bit more, be more bold with my kernels. I've been saying this for months, you know, and neither actually doing it. So you can see in the last couple of games, wow, we've got it on a technicality, or, you know, gimme, or whatever you want to call it. 11. Well, I'm not going to grumble about that. Alright, so let's go again then. Let's keep the ball rolling, especially after wins. Oh, I wonder if I actually got some points there or not. Oh dear. Let's move in and out of the page, see what happens. Might have to restart again. I wonder if I got any points there. That might be one of those ones where it sort of didn't do what it's supposed to. So anyway, good to see everyone that comes and goes. Excuse me for drinking my coffee too quick most times. Perhaps I've got to restart here, guys. So apologies. And yeah, I mean, that other game as well, the one before last, where I sort of fought to the death, you know, I mean, that's a frustrating one in hindsight. That you know, if I'd have got to that bomb, you know, if I'd have got to that bomb and opened that up, and that last scout on my back row, you know, could have been my golden goose again, you know. It's amazing, that scout on the back row there. I've sort of put that in my setup now, and you know, it is, you know, it's a wise thing I've done there, because that, you know, should and can come in handy later on. I mean, it's always a bit of a nerve-wracking moment when I do use it though, because it's good as a fake wedge of bombs there. I like to sort of keep it till the very last moment, so people think, oh well, there's 3 bombs there, you know, and the flag, and then that makes that corner area more of a bluff for me. So, and it, as I say, and it works great because I'm keeping it all the while, and then I can use that scout late game as well. So yeah, I've yet, you know, that would have been the first time that I would have, yes, you know, gone in with that scout on there and got the flag with it. That would have been amazing. Alright, so silver miner, 50-50s again, guys. But I'm up for the battle, I'm up for the fight. Let's do this, yeah, let's rock and roll. Let's have it, as they say in England. And we're gonna see what we're gonna do here. I mean, I seem to be taking 1 step forward and 3 steps back at the moment, so I've got to stop that. I've got a feeling I may have played this guy before, as it happens. So, alright. Just going to move the captain up to sort of remind me that that's there. Get cover in here. Get these roots up. Oh, right, yes. I should have been a bit more careful there, really. I sort of forgot there. I tend to just leave everything over there, don't I? You know, it's a bit... I should probably readjust things over there, so that the stuff that is at the front line isn't as bad. Right, so we've got another Louis there. Right, so this was the Louis, yeah, and this is the Louis. Alright, so what's the thing I need to do? Just get this out, yeah. Okay, oh well. So, alright, well that was a major down there, wasn't it? So I've got to sort of take this and then look to exchange, if he wants to do that. And sort of try and, I'm going to have to sort of salvage that and then hope that I can sort of pick up the shortfall later. And he's now sort of coming in with scouts left, right, centre here. I mean, I've got to I need to realistically sort of get this major out a bit now, because he could end up in a bit of trouble now. I mean, I'll get him next to my general a bit, you know. Okay. So here we are with one of these characters coming in with a kernel. So it's exactly what I was worried about, and exactly sort of what we were talking, or what we were sort of spoken about. So alright, so now then, yeah, that's his Louis, can come in for that. That's fine. What I'll do is I'll just sort of cover with this sergeant. If it's a captain, that can come in. Yeah, that's fine. So that's going to get that captain back, so that's handy. I'm using this scout obviously as a bluff on his colonel. Okay, and then now I better come back. Just in case. I mean, I can sort of press up and get a reveal. I mean, if he's coming in with something. I mean, I guess I've got to... Oh no, you see, that's made a mistake there. Oh no. Alright, well, I'm sort of gonna have to lotto down here with this. Okay, well, I've got to get this out. I mean, if I can... fix on what that other one is, I suppose. Let's attack down the front line with this captain. I mean, try and sort of clear down here. If we're going to get a fix on a bomb or a big gun down there. Okay. So, well, I need to... We know that that's a Louis there. So I need to... yeah, I could have done with getting my general... What's the situation? Okay, so I'm up a Louis. So... if I sort of threaten down that way, we may be able to sort of get a fix on something, or flush out another scout. So alright, well, I mean, yeah, I mean, that's what I'm expecting him to do, is to sort of come in with something. Maybe sort of force that down there, get something that's of real value. I mean, okay, so we got his marshal there. So I mean, this one, I mean, I'm assuming would be the general then. And then I guess, yeah, now I guess what I've got to do is at least mobilise my general a bit. And that's the Louis there. So captains we're still okay on. Alright, so yeah, I mean, I've got to try and maybe get the general around. Yeah, that's a Louis, so that can go. Alright, so that's another scout. So what's the best way here? I'll just get this out. Right, so this is the marshal. I've got to be careful now, don't forget. Yeah, this is the marshal. I mean, what I may do is just sort of bring this back a bit if he wants to sort of take it there. Okay, so that's a Louis. So alright, well that's his last Louis, so yeah, I need to sort of realistically get my one out, get that up. Let's mobilise this. Okay, so yeah, he's now going to use his last scout there, so that's good. He's trying to sort of find where my general is. So alright, so we've got the colonel here, we've got the marshal here. Oh no, the marshal's there, isn't it? So alright, now I think I discovered a bomb here, didn't I? Yeah. So let's see what happens there. Just tuck that in there. And I'm just going to sort of make sure I've got a route for my my general past my spy. Alright, so well, I don't want to make a mistake that I've lost track of his marshal. I'm pretty sure it was that one. This is the colonel. Whatever that is coming in down there. Oh no, I've made a mistake. I've lost track of it, haven't I? Well, I'm gonna have to move around this way. He has done all his scouts, so oh, I see. So I mean, yeah, I've got to sort of mobilise my spy. I might be able to get him in the pin there. Or is he going to try and come? Yeah, he's going to probably look to go and chase, I guess. Well, he's going to do it that way. I guess I've got to just move my spy over as best possible. Wow, is he lottoing down there? I guess I've got to try and sort of, oh, he's going to sort of press up. Okay, well, obviously, now I've got to try and sort of force his hand a little bit. It was a shame my spy, I couldn't get it over there to trap him. That was a shame. Oh, it's actually my go. And I can't actually remember sort of what's moved down here. I'll have to sort of go around that way and hope that he'll come down this way now. Okay. So yeah, but I hope that I can sort of get a route past now. This has turned out to be a bit of a tense one. Now we had the one bomb down that way, so I think I'll go in on behind it and test and oh no, wowza. Well, So I mean, I guess now I guess I've got to try and sort of somehow do something that will work for me. Try and sort of convince him maybe the spy's here. Maybe go in this way sort of with a fake. Maybe convince him, you know. Well, I mean, that's sort of that's what I've got to hope that's going to happen, you know. Let's try and, yeah, sort of just back off again, you know. Convince him that the spy was the other one. And I need to sort of get my general round there again, really, around the other side now. I mean, I might just start to sort of move this spy this way so it looks as though I sort of backed off, you know. Maybe sort of come round. I mean, we have still got his general in play, so okay. Well, so is he going to sort of come down there? It's proving a little bit tricky. I'm hoping he's going to sort of come down this way after this captain now. Oh, well, he's took a risk there. What's the situation when he's up a major? Oh, and a captain. Oh dear. I'm faced with exchange there, I guess, you know. We've got to hope that it's a shame. Well, I've got to hope that he carries on that way, you know. If he's going to risk an exchange, okay. So, alright, well, I mean, now what I've got to do is hope that he's going to, you know, force himself down here. And onto this. Okay. So if I go there, he'll go there. Okay. Let's see, is he going to go? I may have ended up scuppering myself a little bit here. Oh, right, okay, so there's a potential for the 2 square rule on him here. So, alright, well, I'm going to have to sort of now sort of do the 2 square rule on him. And that's a shame then. I just move my spy then. I mean, he's still got his spy. But actually I got that major back there, didn't I? So that was good. So alright, well, so now, I mean, the general, I've got to be aware of, and I can't remember if I've actually found the general. And I guess I've got to try and see where he's put it. I've got to try and sort of hope that I can bluff him now a little bit. I mean, he's got the other colonel. I mean, I wonder if that is the colonel there. I mean, this is likely to be a miner now coming in. Oh, it's a captain. Actually, I should have probably left that to go on that bomb. In actual fact, yeah, I mean, I guess what I could do... Well, actually, no, he can't... Oh, yeah, no, I can't attack that. Oh! Oh, dear. That's a shame. So I'm going to have to sort of lotto. Oh, well, that is handy. So, okay, well, I mean, he's probably looking to come in and exchange. So, all right. So now I need to mobilise miners now. And possibly even my spy up there now. I mean, if he's going to do an exchange, he's bound to be coming back. So we'll have to do it that way. And then start to sort of close the net on him here. He may start, yeah, looking to sort of just attack down there. And I've got to, yeah, maybe look to get miners in on these key areas now. Find out where that's generally sorry, the no, I'm wondering if he will close in with the marshal you see down there. Okay, so what he's going to do here? Oh, he's got a miner there. Okay, well, I mean, that'll not be the end of the world. So we've got a potential bomb there. So well, I've got to get in on those, you know. I'm hoping I can sort of get in on one of these two now. I wonder if he's going to go that way or not. No. Okay, so I now go this way here, come in on these, see if we've got a bomb in here or not. No. Okay, no, he has got the spy still, so just maybe just sort of play it easy. Where's the spy likely to be, I wonder? But I mean, at least we know that that is the colonel. Oh no, he's not taking the bluff there. That's a shame. Well, I mean, I need to get alright, so at least we know that is the colonel that way. So I need to sort of get anything else down this way covered. Is he going to walk straight in down there, I wonder? Let's see here. I mean, we know that the colonel's around that way, so this could be the major or something. Yeah. So I mean, I'm hoping that can at least sort of pin him somewhere down there. Maybe sort of just, yeah, fake there. So well, we know that the colonel's there, so anything else coming down here I can sort of do what I want. I mean, if it's the major, but I need to try and yeah, because I mean, he's going to come around with the colonel and attack. So yeah, I mean, I've got to get the colonel back down this way. See, defend there. If he comes in, yeah, I mean, he's not going to sort of take this bluff because I think he knows that sergeant come from over there. So alright, well, I'm going to have to sort of just do it this way. Yeah, I mean, I'm going to have to sort of take that, whatever that is. And obviously, yeah, now he's sort of coming in with the colonel. So, alright, well, I'm going to have to defend with the colonel and try and sort of get in with the minor now. As a sort of final hope for me, but it looks as though well, if I sort of test with this then now, at least I'll get that out of the way, you know. So, and then the other things left. It's obviously, I mean, I think the spire's round the other way. So, I mean, I'm just going to sort of come in. I mean, I guess I should sort of lotto on this really, but it's a bit of a risk. I guess I should sort of maybe lotto with my sergeant first. Let's take it easy. I mean, he may have sort of 2 bombs lined up. He's got the major. I see. So I mean, if he's got another bomb there, I mean, he could sort of potentially be letting me in here. I guess I've got to just play it safe and do it that way. There's my last hope. Okay. So then if I go in this way, then that might be what I've got here. I wonder, because he hasn't attacked, has he, eh? I wonder if I got him, guys. I wonder if I've had a beautiful bit of luck with his setup. Oh my days. Oh my goodness gracious me. Oh, there is justice. There is justice. There is tides. There are tides of compensation for sadness and joy. Oh my goodness me, guys. How about that for you? Anyone watching? 4 of you. What do you think about this? Look at this coming in now. My only hope was that he had a setup like this. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 bombs, and perhaps the other one there. Oh my goodness gracious me. Wow, that one there, that will live in memory, but in a different way to any other, because it was just sort of felt sort of hopeless for so long, you know. I really would like to hear some comments on that when I'm just watching this play through here with you. So, but I mean, that's just amazing. That miner, I never moved that miner. Christmas comes early, yeah, Dobby. This is amazing, this game, you know. I mean, oof. I didn't think I was going to need a break, but I think I want to digest that for a little bit, savour that one, sort of let that sink on my taste buds a little bit, because that was thoroughly enjoyable. And let me double check I've got some point. Alright, so yeah, alright, captain. So oof. I need to be on captain, because that's the lowest I sort of dropped down over the last 3 months, you know. Yeah, never give up, you know. I mean, obviously sometimes some people would probably frown at how I don't ever give up. Sometimes, like that last game, you know, I had that scap. But if I've got an opportunity to do something, then I will do, you know. I will fight to the bitter end, you know. But other times, you know, you'll see me, I quit when I realise it's hopeless. It really is. But sometimes, I don't know, I just get a feeling where I think, okay, you know, let's just try something here. And, you know, that just goes to show, wow, I mean, that's... Oof. I'm going to go and sort of celebrate and stuff, a bit of fresh air on that one. So, glad to see 4 of you. That's amazing there, 4 of you. My highest on the stream is 7 ever, so I've not sort of topped up on that before. I think my hours that I tend to do them doesn't help. So, anyway, well, that one, as I say, is one to save, and we should bask in that glory for a little bit. So give me half an hour or so, guys, and I'll see you again. All right, bye.